Yo, what's up, guys? Blake here. Optimus Volts will be on in a second. We are doing a little bit of uh, technical, trying to fix the video is just a little bit choppy. So he was on his computer. He's going to log back on his phone. He'll be on in a second. But I wanted to pop on just to say what's up and not keep you guys waiting. So how you guys doing tonight? I had a blast last night with FDOT. We had so much fun. Ended up staying up later after that and doing some more painting with Andy and Matt, which was great. Yeah, Optimus. Yes, he will be on in just a minute. I'm very excited about tonight's chat. I'm always excited for Fridays. Not because it's Friday, just because I always get to talk to awesome artists. And yeah, if you guys have any recommendations, thank you. Yeah, Matt actually got me this shirt. Bam. So I figured I'd rock the St. Louis hat. But yeah, if you guys have any recommendations for artists that you like that would think would be a good fit, I know that mostly I've done athletes, artists who paint athletes, but that's not mandatory by any means. Yep, Cardinals, baby. Exactly, Grant. But yeah, if you guys have any recommendations, definitely put them in the comments. You could email me, email Tess, email Matt. I would love to keep the Friday interview party going. I would love to talk to Matthew Lee Rosen. I've seen him launch some really cool cards lately. I don't know if it was a Don Mattingly card, but it was like macaroni on the top. He does the gum cards, which is really cool. Anyways, yeah, I would love any of your guys' ideas. And also I would love to get some of the artists we've already had on again. Love to talk to Lauren Taylor again, Ken Carl, JK5. That was a blast. Really anybody that I've talked to would be fun to have on again. Yeah, Rosen is amazing. Exactly. Yeah, Andrew Thiel. I would love to have Andrew Thiel. I have talked with him about it. I also recently talked to Jacob Rochester, who's interested, as well as Old Man Allen is potentially interested. So that's exciting. I think it'd be awesome to have all of the Project 2020 artists on at some point. Okay, I see Optimus Volts back on. Let me add him back in. Yo. How's it going, man? I don't hear any audio.
Let me see my.
There we go. Now I do.
You hear me now?
Yes.
All right.
All right. Hey, man, we're color coordinated. I love it. Yeah. So I just popped on. I was just entertaining the people for a little bit. Told them you'd be right back on.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah. So I'm very excited tonight, guys, to chat. Got another amazing sports artist and also does some really cool kind of sustainable art, which I'm very excited to talk about. And yeah, so Optimus Volts. And I assume do you go by Optimus? You go by Isaac? Does it matter?
Well, it doesn't really matter, but Optimus Volts is my artist name.
Sure.
But day-to-day life, Isaac, it's my alter ego,
Yeah.
It's just who I am. It's part of the street life culture.
Yeah.
I've been a graffiti artist back from the 80s and,
cool.
Early 90s and stuff. So it kept, that you have that altered name and stuff. So
yeah. Yeah, when I did a little bit of street art in Barcelona, I went by the name Stoke. I have my alter ego as well.
Yeah. I actually went through exactly what you were talking about last night. I heard about Barcelona, and I went through those streets as well. I especially love those hidden little sculptures that they were all glued on by a couple different artists from Barcelona, Spain, and from the area. How they put little sculptures on the wall.
Yeah.
Amazing. Like you just turn and you're like, oh, what's that hidden thing over there?
Yeah. It's so cool, man. And so you're you're in San Diego, is that right?
Yeah. Born and raised in San Diego. Been here all my life. But as an artist, this is my hometown, and this is where I do my work for now.
I love it, man. And so if you guys haven't seen Optimus Volt's work. He just sent me this Mark McGuire card,
Oh
and
yeah.
I absolutely love it. So I had to rep my Mark McGuire shirt.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, it's great. I love, like, it's definitely, you got like the Dia de los Muertos
That's right.
inspiration in there, and kind of mixed with like Transformers.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I'm a
like
big
Optimus.
you can
Yeah,
see my tattoo. I'm a big Transformer fan.
nice.
Got
Yeah,
Green
Optimus
Rock right
Prime, right?
there. Autobots logo.
Yeah,
Even my logo is based on the Autobots with also a mesh with a Aztec god. So like kind of like meshed it up.
yeah, yeah. I love that, man. And the Dia de los Muertos thing comes from your Hispanic heritage, right? Kind of
Correct,
inspired by
correct.
that.
Yeah, and in our family, we as a kid, we celebrated it. And growing up in that culture, seeing the colors,
Right.
the skulls early on, never being afraid of it. It's just part of a culture, and how we celebrate the afterlife and stuff. So
Yeah, of course.
you know.
That's awesome, man. Well, I love how you're giving these cards an afterlife, a whole new life. I mean, it's so cool. So I'm curious, like, what are you using? Like a paint pen? Are you painting with a brush? Like,
I'm
what's the
painting with a
process like?
brush. I mean, I got my brushes right here. Just a little like 00,
Okay.
3 zeros. Um, just like earlier today, I was painting on some. Like you can see how I start the layout at this old 1977 Topps card. I
Cool.
first lay it down. It's paint, and
Yeah.
then I go. The next step is doing like the outline, like on this Dusty May card right here. You can see how I laid the
Yep.
outline on it, the black outline,
Oh, I love that.
and then I'll add the color to it. Here's a Ricky Henderson. You can
Yep.
see how then I add the skull,
Yep.
and then I add the
Yeah.
the colors on it.
Yeah.
It's all hand painted, just acrylic based paints, and all types of brands. I mean, I like to make sure that at least they're mostly like a flat coat to it.
Hmm.
But some of them have a sheen to it. But
Yeah.
I love the flat better.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Like a matte finish is really nice. That's awesome, man. So did you grow up collecting baseball cards?
Dude, yeah, yeah, of course. I mean, since the '80s, I was a big baseball fan. Growing up in down here in San Diego, Little League. I did Little League. I played baseball. I also collected cards, and I started selling cards back then in the swap meets. If
Mhm.
anybody's here from San Diego, Kobe swap meet. I had my own setup table, worked at the card shops, and just did card shows back then at the Scottish Rite Center. It it was all it was been part of my upbringing, like,
Yeah, it's
and
awesome.
then growing having these cards in the '80s and '90s until the little crash that happened with the cards.
Hmm. Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
just
So did you grow up you a Padres fan?
yeah, yeah. I was a Padre fan. My favorite player is Tony Gwynn. Of course, a local
Yeah.
boy. My
Yeah.
second player was Daryl Strawberry. Just the way the way he swung his bat with the leg up, boom. It
Hmm.
was just beautiful swing. But and then you grow up as a kid, and then you're like, hey, what's cocaine? What's this?
Yeah. Right.
And that kind of like your childhood, you're like, ah.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
still adored him, and I still am a fan of him. I mean, I still have some cards that I kept, and so
Yeah. That's awesome. And so when, like, you were doing the swap meets and stuff, when you were younger, when did you start painting on cards? Is that a
uh,
new thing?
the cards were I want to say like in '98, in the early two yeah, late '90s, 2000s, when they were just considered to be like throwaway cards no more. It was like junk now. It was like
Sure.
the market just crashed.
Hmm.
They were just there, and I used to doodle on them and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
not until like I say 2008 when I had some art friends that at this time I started doing a lot of art galleries and art shows in San Diego for my other type of work, gallery work that I do.
Yeah.
And they came over to my studio at my garage, and then I had all these cards, and people were like, "Hey, what are these?" And
Yeah.
the stuff that I do is like a little hobby. I was like, just to clear my mind, I paint on stuff, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Hey, can I buy this off of you?" And I go, "Yeah, what you want to give me?" They give me a
Yeah.
couple bucks or whatever. That's how it started.
Yeah.
And then I brought them in to art shows and put them in my little booth table where I had my prints and my little sculptures, and
Right.
people started buying them, and then they started growing up. But I was focusing on my sculpture work until COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
All the galleries closed down in San Diego, all the art shows, all the places where my art is a lot of 3D work.
Mm-hmm.
It's recycled spray cans, recycled wood. It's a lot of upcycling,
Right.
and you have to see it. It's like photos don't make my art look, very well. You have to see it in person.
Yeah.
And so once COVID hit and all the galleries shut down, I stayed home painting a lot of cards, and then I
Mm-hmm.
started dedicating more time to it. I started the own Instagram page for them just to show them off and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then it just started roll effect, boom, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
It just started people like, "Do you sell them?" "Yes." I started putting them on my website, boom, boom,
Mm-hmm.
boom, and start going. Start getting hit up by other card artists like Card Killer. Like that's a special guy. He hit me up personally. He said, "Dude, I love what you're doing."
Mm-hmm.
Especially because he wears a mask too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the funny part.
Yeah.
And he told me a lot of things. Like we started working on projects now, and
Yeah.
we're started to like get this project going that they started that I got invited to is the Legacy Ken Griffey project, where we're using a regional Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card to
Mm-hmm.
paint on,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna paint on them and then just do whatever we want on them, and then
Mm-hmm.
just make because people are like, it's a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. Why are you kind of like destroying it? But
Right.
we're
They're so
actually making it
overprinted.
better. We're actually making it better.
Right. I love it. I love it.
Oh yeah,
Man,
thanks.
so I'm looking at your site right now. And for those that don't know, so it's optimusvolts.com. I'll put it in the comments. But under shop, I mean, these prices don't look real for these cards. I
Oh
feel
no, but I know I started low, but they've been climbing up like
good.
little by little.
Yeah.
I just want to set up the market, get my name out there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all about your name, the name
Yeah.
brand.
Yeah.
Once the name gets up, it starts
Yeah.
like.
Well, I think honestly, man, I think you could charge $25 a card
Yeah.
literally today, and like people on the stream would buy them for that. Like that's I would pay $25 easily for that. And it could be higher.
These are going about that price now. The Jordans. I'm making this one. I should be done by tonight, and it'll be up on the site.
Yeah.
Tonight, probably tomorrow. And,
Yeah.
And then I got some good, like Tony Gwynn's coming up that I will be putting up with a better price.
Yeah. No, I think. Yeah. I mean, for sure, man. I think it's. I mean, it's amazing art, and I don't think that you should. Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
I would charge more if I were you, but that's a good thing.
It's going up. It's getting there. It's getting to the where I'm comfortable enough to put the price, and I'm gonna get cases on them. I'm already ordered the little sticker on top.
Nice.
Where it's gonna say 101. Like with my initial, my logo and everything.
Yeah.
The branding on it.
Of course.
It takes time because I was focused on the other stuff. Now it's like COVID kind of gave me like, do I shut down and just do nothing, or do I adapt and get to do something else? And so now I'm focusing. I got to do this, do that. I got to update the website now. I got to do this. I got to find a way to presentate. I also want to do custom boxes where I can put the cards in.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah,
like
it's
ideas
awesome.
that I have.
You have a huge library of them too, which is great.
Oh yeah, all I do is, like I have tons of like boxes of cards, like and what I do, I just whatever comes out. Sometimes I don't like I'm bored. What I want to do is like I just pull out a card and I get to work. I don't care what it is. Sometimes I do like non-sports. Like here's a 19. What is this? 1982 is like a scary movie card or something. So
Right.
and then I'll just paint on it and put it on the site. Those sell too. I'm like amazed at that things like that I think that are not gonna move, they'd actually pick it up.
Yeah.
And I want to thank those special collectors that I have that go at my website and they're dropping hundreds. They're buying like all these cards out. Like I'm like blessed.
Yeah.
Like,
So a couple people asked this, asking if you do commissions. If they ship you a card, can they pay to paint on it?
Yeah, I just did one commission. Ironically, it's a 2020 Tops project. It was a Ted Williams.
Nice.
And the girl sent it to me from Instagram, and I finished it up. I sent it to her. It should be on my Instagram. The one I did, Ted Williams, and
it's awesome. So how does that work? If someone wants to send you a card,
just DM me, and I'll send you the information, the pricing, and then I go send it to me, and then I will take me like a day or two. Just depends on the time and what I got going on, and then I will send it back to you.
That's awesome, man. I love it. Well, it sounds like you'll probably get some DMs from some people on the chat.
I got two before this show started. There was two people that already hit me up. They're like, they want some of their personal cards art on them, and I was like, yeah, send it in my way. I send them the information.
Awesome.
The commissions there, it's like 25 plus shipping.
Cool.
And I really
totally reasonable. It's great.
I really I hate getting sending the cards without tracking, because if they get lost, I don't want to where is it if I do send it, the COAs and stuff like the self-stuff envelopes, because then if it gets lost, because that has happened before, especially right now with the post office, a lot of stuff is getting back delayed, and I don't want to get your stuff lost. So
Brian Abbott said that was him. He's
right
now. It's awesome.
Yeah
I love it. And Brian, yeah, that's great. And then also, so these sculptures. Okay, this is awesome, guys. So
Starscream, I sent you the Starscream because it was like I had it ready to go.
Yeah.
I finally went to my storage and I picked up. This is the Trevor Hoffman, the head of Trevor Hoffman's on there.
That's cool.
And then I have this one over here on my side, a little. It's a Voldemort, head of Voldemort on it.
Nice
character. These are just my old my graffiti cans that I made.
Yeah. And what are these wings made from?
Spray can.
These are spray cans.
I cut it up in pieces.
And
like that. That's probably a Montana or Arlac, or Rusto.
Yeah. So tell me. So I know I was reading in the bio you sent me. You said you, I don't know, somehow depressurize the can before you cut it up. How do you do that? Because I've been collecting spray cans for the whole time I've been painting. I know I want to do something with them, and I've done a few sculptures, but like I've never cut them up because I'm afraid that they're gonna like blow up on me. So like how do you depressurize them?
I just use a little just the hobby knife that I have. Just puncture it. Don't be afraid. Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out.
And when you say puncture it, are you puncturing like the side or the top or what?
The side, especially. I've done the side. I've done the bottom. I just puncture it. You're gonna hear the air out.
Okay.
There's still pain inside, but never pull it out. It's like if you stab somebody and you pull it out, he's gonna start bleeding. But if you stab him and leave a
never
knife,
stabbed anyone, but
just the blood. Once you take it out, the pressure releases.
Sure.
But
And
and
what
we
are
just
what
let
kind of
into
knife
the
are you using? Like an X-Acto blade?
no, just you can use a screwdriver. You can use like a hunter's knife
Hmm.
or anything sharp. Just puncture it. Don't be afraid. It's not gonna burst like a bomb or anything. It's just gonna release some gas pressure. Um, hopefully in ventilator areas. You don't want to get lightheaded.
Mm-hmm.
You wear your mask. I see that when you're spray painting, so
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know the smell of the beautiful cry. The Montana smell.
Yeah. I've had a couple people asking, James has been asking about your mask. Have you ever painted on one?
No, I have not painted on. This one was actually made from a real mask maker from Mexico. It's actually a real luchador mask that I had it with my logo put on.
Right.
Um, this was a made from Mexico mask maker. He's actually I looked him up. I did research on him. He does luchador masks from Mexico, so I hired him to do my mask and stuff. So.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome. I love it. I think
Yeah.
it's really cool branding too. It's just like very recognizable. It's got to imagine it probably gets hot sometimes.
It's actually this stuff is like so breathable.
Oh, nice. Like Lycra or something.
Yeah, it's like this is really like the good stuff. Like this is breathable. I wore this at art shows where I was a featured artist at Kaboo and stuff, and I was there for like 12 hours, and I'm wearing it. People are like, you want to take it off?" And he goes, "No, yeah, I took it off when I went to go eat or went to the bathroom, but other than
Mhm.
that, it's like a piece of clothing, you know."
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think it's cool. I like
Yeah.
it.
Thanks.
Um, so talk to me too. So I love like back on your site, not on the shop part, but on the artwork part, these sculptures. So these are also made from upcycled materials, some spray
Yeah,
cans, and then I mean, there's just some really cool stuff here.
yeah, that's the gallery work stuff that I've sold in the past. This all made of spray cans because I was a graffiti artist and all these spray cans were being thrown away and for some reason I got mad and broke it into pieces and made
Hmm.
art with it and
Yeah.
started using it as a material. And
Yeah.
then I find pieces of wood, pieces of metal, and I use that to make artwork out of it.
Hmm.
One of my famous pieces was the chair. I made a black throne.
Hmm.
Then I had this other throne that I made too. It's made a red one, and then the Biggie Smalls, the sweater is all made out of spray cans,
Wow.
stuff like that. The Tupac, the bandana is made out of
Yeah.
spray cans. So I mean, there's a cool
Awesome.
one. I don't know if it's on my website. Might be on my Instagram one, the Optimus Volts one, where I did a baseball bat where it's full of skulls on the top and the spray can parts, like very sharp spray can parts on the side. And then
Mhm.
so that way it's like makes a statement.
Yeah. Man, I love it. I mean, I could look at this stuff all day long. It's just it's so cool.
Yeah, I
I
would have.
love the Joker, the kind of the skull with the
Oh
green
yeah,
hair.
the skulls, the Day of the Dead skulls, and then I made it into a Joker because San
Hmm.
Diego has the Comic Con
Yep.
here every summer, July, and except for this year, and I'm always a big part of it. Actually, last year I got hired to do a piece for Borderlands 3. Um,
Nice.
for during Comic Con where I did a piece of the Comic Con and of the Borderlands theme and
Mhm.
with my style, and everybody was going crazy. I had like thousands of people coming up to me like just amazed with it because it's 3D coming at
Yeah.
you.
Dude, these are so cool. I mean, I'm looking at this Wu-Tang one, the
Oh
donut
yeah,
one, the lips, like the I mean, it's just
yeah. This is the artwork that sells from 500 to 3,000. It all varies in prices. I have a gallery that reps me, Sparks Gallery. What's up? If they're looking here,
love it.
downtown. They're one of the top galleries in San Diego. They carry my work. They're barely starting to open up, so
Hmm.
they're until they get to do shows again and stuff. But
Yeah.
and
Yeah. No,
but for now,
it's phenomenal, man. And so, do you between the cards and the sculpture work, that's what you do full time?
unfortunately, man, California is a beast. I mean, we need to have like 3 or 4 jobs over here just to enjoy the
Yeah.
sun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also am I work at Home Depot in the paint department.
Okay.
I'm the like kind of like the in the morning. I get there at 4 or 5 a.m. Set
Oh,
up the
wow.
machines, bring down the 5-gallon buckets. It's a day job. I mean, I'm trying to get out of it, but
At least
every
probably get a
time,
discount on some paint.
yeah. That the good thing is I do mix my own paints when I need
Yeah.
them, and I know how to use the machines to. There's tricks of how to make a cheap paint even a better paint. Like you can just tint more white into it, and you don't have to buy something that costs so much, and it just But it's a job. I mean, it's not what I want to do. I'm dying to get home and work on the cards right now. It's like um, it brings me back to a kid when I was bought a pack of cards and opened it up and trying to get that Daryl Strawberry or that Tony Gwynn or Will Clark, something like you just wanted to open up. And these I love that this baseball cards are coming back so strong.
Dude, me too.
Yeah.
It's awesome, man. I think Project 2020 has been really good for cards and also for like sports artists, that are working.
Oh yeah. I mean, someone hit me up. I didn't even know that Topps was doing this, and someone hit me up and said, "Look, check out these cards." And I got to them late. I think the first one that I bought was the Tony Gwynn and the Ben Baller, Frank Thomas. Those were the first ones that I bought. I think it was the best, the Tony. And then I just recently finally got in the mail the Tony Gwynn one. This one.
Yeah,
Finally got it.
F-Dot was at my studio last night.
Yeah, that's I was like saying, oh, I got his card. I mean, I got it because I'm a Tony Gwynn fan, of course. And then I guess I also got this one in the mail recently.
Yeah, Gregory Stiff.
Yeah, so
I love it.
I pick up some of them, the ones that I like. But now that customer, they're like, hey, do you have any of the 2020s and alter them? And I said, at first I didn't want to do them, but if and then I did that first one with the Ted Williams one, and it came out pretty dope.
Yeah. I'd be down to send you a couple of mine.
Yeah, dude.
Cards, do a little collab. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, we can do a collab and then send them, and I'll send them back and go ahead and do what you need to do with them.
Yeah. Definitely, man. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, definitely, man. I love your stencil art, man. It's graffiti. It's street art. It's and then it's baseball, so it's like perfect.
Yeah, man.
I saw your other work.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea. So someone said that you got to put a face on the Fucci card. So Fucci does the ones with the blank face.
Oh, that's
right. Like a blank canvas for you, man. That's perfect.
Yeah, I remember in the beginning how people they were dogging his style when the cards and the threads, and I was like, why, man?
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, I wanted to buy a couple of them, and then I missed a couple of them, and I think I got the Dwight Gooden. I just haven't got it yet for some reason.
The shipping's been a little slow, but they're catching up finally. But yeah, I've got some Fucci cards too. I'll put together a little package for you.
Just imagine the Day of the Dead Fucci card.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it is. It is. Why not? It's a collab work,
Yep. Same with like Keith Shore. I think could work really well. Those big bright colors. Yeah, it'd be fun. I'll definitely I'll send you some over for sure.
Yeah, you got my address and
yeah. Because you just sent me this stuff. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Also, thank you for the rookie card.
That's my my signed rookie card.
Yeah,
Sensation, Optimus Volts.
I love it. I love it. So what are these stats on the back?
They're basketball stats, but if you read it, let me let me grab it. Of course, born. That's my real birthday. That's my real height. I'm 6'4".
Wow, big
I
guy.
don't weigh 260 anymore. I weigh about 240.
Nice.
My college was the streets. I was involved in a couple, hanging out with the wrong crowd, a couple, gangs growing up in the, in the city life here.
Right.
And then you got the stats from 1984 to 88, the Transformers. You can see it right there. I love watching the Transformers as a kid. It got into my mind. I grew up with that philosophy, and then 88 to 93, I was born and raised in San Isidro. That's the lowest, right before the border. It's a border town. It's where I grew up, and that's my city right there where my kid, where I was born growing up. And then you got the next thing was 93 to 99 was a kind of like a street club, kind of like not a graffiti club yet, but it's like a party crew kind of club. And then I became a manager in 99 to 05 at the AMC theaters. So it kind of gives you a little bio of my growing up.
Yeah,
and
little
then,
resume.
Yeah, then the 2005 to 12, the HD, that was the Home Depot, and then you see the TOV, the Optimus Volts.
Nice.
So it kind of gives you like a little history for hidden history, and then it has basketball stats, and of course, yeah, I'm throwing average, as you can see how the average is going up.
Yeah.
This is a little fun card. I always wanted to make my own baseball card kind of thing, but it's actually basketball designed from rookie sensation for Flair back in the, and I was like, I'm going to do this, and then make it as my business card. It has my, Facebook, Instagram, email, website.
I love it.
And then people love it. I just sign it and they're like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
No, thanks, man.
Yeah, I really love it. And I mean, this Mark McGuire too, it's just like,
oh yeah.
Dude, I
had 3 people already they're contacted me. Why is not the Mark McGuire on your website? Gone.
Yeah. My dad said, I saw him in the comments. He said he just picked up 3 cards from your site.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
My thing's been blowing up right now, so I think I just sold like 10 cards.
That's awesome, dude. I'm telling you, man. With those prices,
the prices are going up.
We're gonna talk after the stream. I want to keep talking to you. I have a proposition. I want to help you. We can get those up. I think we could get you out of Home Depot sooner than you think, if you want.
It's happening. I mean,
I know. I'm sure it is. You've got the talent, man. You got the hustle.
It's like this much, and my foot's out the door,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe that this card thing is growing faster than my other art career that I had with the sculptures. I mean, because I started growing in the sculpture world once famous people start buying my work, like Tony Hawk. He bought a skateboard piece that I made and he has it in his wall and in his office, and multiple times he even talked about it in an interview he did for Trans World Hoarders. It's on YouTube, actually, guys. Check it out. It's a Trans World Hoarders Tony Hawk edition. My work is the one. It's a golden skateboard with the spray can spikes coming out of it.
Yeah.
And then I had Shook Knight before he got in jail. He used my my throne in a photo streetwear. Big ups to Tribal. Woo! It's a local streetwear company in San Diego. Big up to Tribal.
Yeah.
So
I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, shoot, so I grew up in California, Northern California, near Marin, but I love going down to Southern California. I've got a lot of friends down there. artists that I miss, just other friends. I lived down there for a little while, so whenever everything's safe and I can get back to California, I'd love to link up in person
Oh,
too. And if you're ever in New
definitely,
York,
man.
you want
Definitely.
to come
And
by,
I mean, don't worry,
yeah,
man. I can
that would
jump
be
on the
awesome.
plane too. I'm not. I mean, I'm not afraid of jumping on the plane too.
Yeah,
Taking you out in New York, and Bronx, you said, or
Long Island City. Yeah,
Long Island. All right. I thought I
yeah. So
heard
in Queens.
Queens. No, not
But
bad.
yeah,
Not
man,
bad.
it's awesome here. I love it, and the
Yeah.
space, the studio space is a lot of fun. Like I said, we just had FDOT last night here at the
Yeah, I
studio.
saw your whole show, guys, last
We had
night.
a
It's nice,
blast.
beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys were just vibing good. When you guys were doing the live artwork and stuff, and of course,
Mhm.
you just drinking your your beer,
Yeah,
the
sipping
Mexican
on a
beer. Yeah,
Modelo or whatever. Yeah,
so I'll bring you some Pacificos.
nice. I love it. I
Yeah,
love it. That's awesome, man.
yeah.
Well, let's see. You got any other, like, I don't know, art stories or things you want to tell people, or questions or whatever?
Well,
Whatever.
right now is the time to buy my stuff
It
before it
is.
goes up. I
It
know
is.
right now all the good players are probably sold out. But I want to say other day I put new cards up, due to that I still work at Home Depot, and I'm actually remodeling my house.
Nice.
That's why you don't see me in my studio, because my studio was my garage, but I'm remodeling it to either I'm probably going to sell it or use it as a rental. And the market here in San Diego is very good, so I think I might use it as a rental. So just have a steady income. That way I can just get out the Home Depot life, just a little bit, have that
Hmm.
steady. Because you got to make sure that California has a lot of bills, and you lived over here, so you probably know that all the things that you have to do to survive in this beautiful sunny weather.
I
Yeah.
know, man. Yeah, the weather spoils you.
Oh,
I miss
trust me.
California weather so much.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love, like, living in LA. Just it was like 70 degrees every single day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's same here. I mean, today is about 80. It's a little nice and toasty, but it's fine. We're by the coast. No, everything's good. But I am evolving my artwork. I am gonna have cases put in for the good cards, and I'm gonna try to incorporate more of my Day of the Dead into the cards. Like what I'm gonna do is, like, those memorabilia cards where they have like a hole, they're like this thick, and they
Yeah,
have something.
totally. Yeah,
I want to actually make like a little carving of a skull and put it in there,
cool.
so nice and flat, but still 3D bumpiness, and then
Yep,
paint on the skull there. So
nice.
make it like a little sculpture in the card itself.
Yeah,
Like I have those ideas, um, and then just keep on moving. See what else comes out of my mind, or what I can incorporate.
hmm,
Like,
hmm,
and see what I can do, and use it as something that I want to do, not
yeah,
too much of what the movement's going. But I'm loving working with these other artists, like Card Killer, yourself. Hopefully, like you said, I want to do some collab works and stuff. I have another one with another artist that also he's gonna send me a card, and then I'm gonna paint on it, send it back to him, and then go from there.
it's awesome. Yeah,
That way.
I think that Card Killer actually messaged me about the King Griffey thing too. I don't know if it's too late, but I had seen some message from him about that.
Yeah, just hit him up. We're using a real, Ken Griffey. Here's a spoiler, guys. Yeah, this is a real Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card right here.
Yeah,
And here's a spoiler. I already started doing the layer on it. So
nice.
uh, sooner or later it's going to be done. And then I'm going to case it, and then we'll put it up for auction. And then, but Card Killer and Donnie yeah, he's also part of the thing project, Legacy, and all the artists that are working on this card.
Yeah,
I believe there was 10. I'm not sure if there's more than 10, but yes, hit him up.
Yeah.
Golly, you should be part of it.
Yeah. Oh, someone says he's in the chat. Oh, Card Killer is in the chat.
There,
Dope.
what's up?
Yeah. Yeah, I would be down. I think it'd be super fun. I mean, I've been doing some card art myself, so
Yeah.
it would be great. I'd love to get in on it. I don't know if I have any of those rookies, but I could just pick some up on eBay or something.
Yeah, that's the logical place. Or you know what? Hit people out there. I mean, this card was mass produced, and
Right.
people don't know there's millions of them. So somebody
Right.
has a stack like this, someone has a stack,
Yeah.
so they can probably, trade with them or actually, Card Killer sent me this one. He just said he had extras, and he said like, hey, and I sent him a personal Ken Griffey card that I painted on, for his thank you. Just like I gave the McGuire, I sent him a Ken Griffey Jr. one, exactly Day of the Dead style.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tim says Heavy J was awesome too. He'd be great for the Griffey challenge.
There you go.
He does some really cool cutting up cards and doing kind of collaging them. Super rad. I mean, there's a lot of people I think that would be a great fit for that.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that they're just hit up Card Killer. That's their project that they're working on, and I got invited. Fortunately, I can't speak. If anybody can be on it. But definitely, I mean, they should definitely hit up those people that I've seen their work, and I cannot believe it. Once you start searching card art, baseball card art, there's all these people doing it,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like one's using like actual money in it, and like they're using cutting it up, so it's like it's amazing what people are coming out with using cards nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's awesome. People are also giving good recommendations of other artists for it. Yeah, that's fun, man. I'll definitely. So Card Killer, I will hit you up on Instagram and we'll sort that out. But I would love to be involved in the Griffey challenge. I think it'd be super fun. And then I'll put together a little care package for you. Are there? So let's see. You said Tony Gwynn, right? That's your guy.
Yeah, Tony Gwynn's my main. That's my main guy. Tony Gwynn is San Diego boy. San Diegan. He's been all the time. But second one was Daryl Strawberry. Those are my two guys.
Writing myself a note. Tony Gwynn and P2020 cards for Optimus Volts. Send.
Oh my God, my phone's blowing up, guy. Blake, I thank you, man.
That's awesome, man. I love to see it. Yeah, I've seen that.
I think by the time we're done with this, most all the cards are sold out.
Well, they should be, man. I would say at the end of the night, if they're not sold out, I'm gonna go and scoop them all. I actually got
now. I'm telling you, the time's now. I mean, they're gonna double in price. Why?
They should.
They've been. I mean.
Yeah, it's great. I love to hear it.
I mean,
I'm eyeing that. I think that Iceman is so cool.
Oh my
Mr.
God,
Sinister. Like I love those X-Men cards.
I actually painted the little skull on it. Look how it's this big, like this little tiny head,
Yeah. That one came out so cool.
Yeah, Iceman. Yeah, it's right here. Look, right here. There you go. Look at that.
Yes, I love it.
Look at that little skull on it.
Yeah.
And added some color to the,
Yeah, to the
ice. Real card, guys. It's a real card. It's hand painted on it.
I love that too because I remember as a kid, I collected those X-Men cards. With Dan. So that's as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a really cool one. I'd love that.
Oh yeah. Like, and the crazy thing is, I had all these boxes of old cards, and I just pull out whatever I want to work on. I just pull it out and I work on it. I don't really care whatever pops out. And I mean, I know people are like, oh, do this player. Okay, then I'll put a list and then I'll look for those cards if I have it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was so amazing that I did a card for that Twins player, Oh my God! I was like, yeah, let me do your card for you, and because he wanted to buy Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
And I found out he was a pitcher for the Twins, and I'm like, what? Oh, let me do your card,
That's awesome.
And he recently just got the card too, and I'm like, oh, great.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I love what you're doing. I think you're super talented. I'm very excited to see those prices continue to go up.
It,
Get
they're,
out
they're,
of
they will.
less time at Home Depot, more time painting is always a good thing, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah,
But
yeah, of course. I mean,
yeah, and anything that I can do to help,
you already helped. Trust me, you helped just by acknowledging that you love my
it's
work.
dope.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah,
That you love my work. You have a piece of my work, artwork. That's why I was like, man, I gotta send this guy an
yeah,
original art piece and my two forms. My sculpture work and my card art. So
yeah. I love it, man. Well, you do amazing work. I just it's so fun. And honestly, this is like it's the perfect kind of thing.
yeah.
Shelf, you know. It's great. I love
Someone
that.
just beat
And I'm
you.
gonna try. I'm gonna try and
Someone
poke
just
a hole
beat
in a
you.
can.
Someone just bought Iceman. Someone just
Ah,
bought the Iceman.
that's okay. That's okay. I
Yeah.
think that card was so cool.
Yeah, there'll be more. I have plenty of those X-Men cards. I have
Yeah,
like stacks and so
yeah. Man,
yeah.
I mean, it sucks. Those are the kind of cards I threw away as a kid, I guess, at some point, but I wish I still had some. I did keep all my baseball cards, thanks to my dad and my
Yeah.
mom also not making my dad and I get rid of them, which is awesome. But
Yeah, I mean, I wish I still had some other cards that I got rid of back then or got thrown away.
yeah,
Because I used to have like closet full. But
yeah, yeah,
during that time with the crash, it was like just tossing them.
yeah.
But now I'm loving how people are thinking, oh my God, I remember I had this card, or wow, I remember this,
Hmm.
and now with the social media, and you can just scroll, you can start seeing. I've been following some guys that post vintage cards, and oh, I'll be like, dude, I love this one, I love this one.
Hmm.
It just reminds me as a kid, like I had that one, stuff like or like the air card, like the Billy Ripken air card with the fuck face on it. That just remember trying to get that card and like going for those elite cards, that everybody wanted to have.
Yeah, it's all about the chase.
Yeah,
A lot of fun,
and
man.
then, I mean, you grew up in the Bay Area, the Bash Brothers. You
Yep,
had McGuire, Jose Canseco, Ricky
yep,
Henderson. You had all
yep.
the greats there. I mean, I had Tony Gwynn. That's about it. I mean, Benito Santiago was a pretty good catcher.
Yeah,
I mean, the Padres were known to get rid of all their great players. Like they'd be like, "Oh, sell them." Oh,
right, right,
except
right.
Tony Gwynn, he never sold out.
Yeah.
He could have had millions of dollars playing for the Dodgers or something, and he never left San Diego. So,
Hmm. Yeah, it's
but
awesome, man. Right
definitely.
on, man. Well, thank you so much for joining, and everyone else. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys, everyone who bought Optimus Volts cards. I think you guys should keep buying them because after this ends, Isaac and I are going to keep talking, and I'm going to convince him to raise his prices by about 5 times. So,
Yeah.
literally buy them
So
now
hurry up
because
and buy it.
I'm gonna get you. Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
love to. I have some ideas there, and obviously it'll be easier, when you have the stickers and you have the cases and stuff,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
different
mean,
boxes. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, seriously, thank you so much for coming, and everyone else. Thank you guys for supporting living artists and picking up some dope art cards
yeah,
and
definitely.
the
Thank you,
and
guys.
sculptures
Thank
too
you.
are so
Thank you.
rad. Yeah.
And
So as far as like if someone wants to buy the sculptures, because I mean I know that's a different price point, but those are awesome. Is that
there's,
something that's done through the website? Do they
yeah,
contact the gallery? Like how does that work?
I have some at my website. You can also purchase some of them at sparksgallery.com.
Spark
Um,
Gallery. Okay.
that they also carry, like they have the aliens, the aliens of piece that I made. It's in their website. I have a lot of the
Wow, the gallery looks beautiful.
yeah, dude. This gallery is high end. I'm talking about this. This is like high end gallery. So
Really
you
nice.
see the prices are pretty like reasonable, but also a little bit higher than what you see in my cards and
Sure.
stuff.
That's totally reasonable. I mean the art is awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I mean, I thank you for putting me on the spotlight. I mean, I've really putting time on these cards since COVID started, and I mean, because most of my time was dedicated to my sculpture work.
Mhm.
But now that I feel like a kid, I can't wait to rush home and paint on them.
Yeah.
Like I I wish I can do them the whole day, but unfortunately, I wake up 4 a.m. Like today, I woke up at 4 a.m., went to Home Depot, got out of work. I put in some work at my house. I'm remodeling it to get it, moving. And
Hmm.
I'm here. So it's been a long day. And I
Yeah.
mean, Home Depot's not no just sit around. I'm lifting
Right.
5-gallon buckets every day. I unload them from the pallets into the bays.
Hmm.
So it's heavy work, and yeah, I do get tired, and I only get to paint a couple cards per night. That's
Right.
why I put new cards every other day, and I have two guys that buy every day. They're at my website. They're buying them. They're picking them up.
It's awesome.
They're actually from New York too. They one of them recently hit me up and said, "Dude, keep on doing what you're doing. I'm an art collector.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm still gonna buy your work. I know they're going up." And he's like, I love to hear that. It's just, it gives me emotion to do more, to
Hmm.
paint more. And when when you feel it, that's what you're meant to do. That's, you want to grab it.
Right.
But right now, I
Totally,
still
man.
have that shackle from the man.
Yeah. Not for long. Not for long, man.
I
You're
gotta
doing it
cut.
right.
I gotta cut.
I know. I know. No, I think you're killing it, man. And like I
Yeah,
said, I
yeah.
can help
And
anytime.
I I also want to do a big shout out to my girlfriend partner. She's a big help. She's been pushing me to keep on at it. Like she would tell me, "What are you doing? Paint on cards. Stop. Just stop. What are you doing right there, laying down?
Yeah.
Or you can paint some cards or something."
Yeah. It's awesome. I love it, man. It's very important to have a supportive team
Yeah, yeah,
around
yeah.
you.
It does. I
It's
mean,
great.
I saw your show last night, and you had your team uh, there and helping you, and then I saw your episode of Mail Day
Hmm.
and how you guys were working together and
Hmm.
back and forth and stuff. It's always good to have a team,
Hmm.
and hopefully in the future I will have like the team as well, like every other top artist out there.
Of
And
course. I believe it, man.
but for now, it's the volts right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love it, man. That's awesome. Well, again, so you guys, if I'm sure we said it a bunch of times, but it's optimusvolts.com, and on Instagram it's Dia de los Muertos cards.
that's
And
the dedicated to the cards.
yep,
And then Optimus Bolts, of course, it's
yep,
my regular one for mostly my other artwork, but I've been putting some of the cards because most of all my uh, recent collectors, or they just want to know what I've been up to, or
of course.
you
Yeah,
know.
I love it. I love it, man. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Everyone else, also thank you for joining us.
Yes,
So,
thank
Isaac,
you
hang
guys.
out for just a second after I'm going to wrap the broadcast, and then I do want to talk to you, and I'm going to get you. We're going to talk a little business after I end this live right now, but
That's right,
it's
guys.
great, man. So, everyone else,
Get
thank
it
you guys
now.
so much. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I'll be back on Monday. We have Mail Monday. Then we have Ken Griffey is dropping next Thursday, so I'll probably be working on that on Tuesday night and just finishing it up. It's almost done.
Yeah.
And and I'm not sure what artist will be on next week, but if you guys have any recommendations you want to send me, in fact, Card Killer's here on the stream. Maybe
Get them on, man. Get them on.
that'd
Why
be
not?
cool.
Have the two
Yeah.
Mask brothers. The Mask brothers.
I love
Card
it.
Killer.
I love it, man. Well, thank you guys so much. Everyone, have a wonderful weekend. Happy Friday, and stay awesome.
Yeah.